What up, young guns? It's your boy BB Gun, and today, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I am literally at a point where I may just say that this is the greatest Dragon Ball Z game ever made, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm literally at that point. You know what I'm saying? But, anyways, I know I usually show you guys that poster, just for fun, but today's topic is actually has something to do with Dragon Ball Z. Specifically, um Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Yes, I saw the trailer. Um yes, you've read the title correctly. Why I am not quite excited for Xenoverse 3 like everybody else is. I'm going to tell you why. So I remember playing the first two Xenoverses when they came out, right? The first one I played with my uncle, and the second one I played when I got second one I had played when I got my PS4. Second one, pretty good memories of Xenoverse 2. Pretty good memories, but at the same time, like I kind of sort of thought Xenoverse 2 was just an average game at best. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was just a bit of an average game at best. You know what I mean? It was a fun game, but it's not a game that I'm going to go back to anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know they've been coming out with like DLC and stuff for like years, and Xenoverse, they're coming out with the final DLC. You know what I'm saying? Which, okay, yeah, that's cool. But um I just the gameplay, I mean, it's cool, it's great, it's cool, but it's just gameplay, you know, I just feel like the gameplay was just, you know what I mean, it's alright, you know what I mean, it's fun to play. I just kind of think Xenoverse 2 was an average game at best. But this game right here, Sparking Zero, and actually just the Budokai Tenkaichi franchise in general, the Budokai Tenkaichi games were great childhood games, man. I sucked at all three of them, but they were great games, especially BT3. BT3 is my favorite childhood game of all time and easily in my top 5 favorite video games ever. Budokai Tenkaichi 3, it's my favorite PS2 game. It's just, you know what I mean? It's a great childhood game. Phenomenal childhood game. And Sparking Zero, it is arguably the greatest Dragon Ball game that has come out in years, in my opinion. And you know what? The DLC, I know the Sparking Zero, the DLC that's coming out soon, this summer. I'm more excited for that. What was it called? Neo Sparking Neo something? I don't know, but it's his DLC pack where we're getting characters, we're getting Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball characters, and then we're getting some GT characters too. Yeah, but yeah, I'm more excited for that DLC pack than I am for Xenoverse 3, which I played the first two games and I just thought they were average at best. So I'm not quite sure what Xenoverse 3 is going to bring to the table, because I saw the trailer for Xenoverse 3. It's a pretty good trailer. It was a pretty cool trailer, but it just didn't excite me enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might need to see some gameplay footage, or I might just have to wait until next year when I get the game myself and wait until like reviews come out. And then that way I can really judge it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not as excited for Xenoverse 3. I'm not really as excited for Xenoverse 3 um as other people are. You know, I'm more of a Sparking Zero guy. Sparking Zero is it's just man, this poster, man. I mean, Sparking Zero, bro. I mean, bro, it is. I'm literally at a point to where I might just call this game the greatest DBZ game of all time. I'm literally at that point to where, yeah, it is potentially the greatest Dragon Ball Z game ever made. It's essentially just Budokai Tenkaichi 3, but it's super duper 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 updated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's pretty much part of the Budokai Tenkaichi. It's pretty much BT4 basically. It's just with a different title. But bro, I have been having so much friggin' fun playing this game, and I got all the DLC characters like currently right now, and then I'm even more excited. And then there's gonna be some game modes that are gonna be added. I know there's some new game modes that are added to Sparking Zero, so that's pretty cool. Um, and then I also know that we were getting some new characters, and we're getting some new costumes and some new super moves, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm more excited for a DLC pack that's coming out this year in the summertime than I am for uh a game that's coming out next year. And I don't really all I know is that I played the first two games and they were average at best, and I see the Xenoverse 3 trailer and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, that's cool, but I just haven't really seen enough. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen enough. Maybe when they release gameplay footage, maybe I'll change my mind, but I don't know, man. I do not know. It's just I can't I'm keeping my expectations at a mid for Xenoverse 3. I'm keeping my expectations at a mid for Xenoverse 3. It's not I mean, Xenoverse 2. I mean, Xenoverse 2 is a fun game. It's not as good as Sparking Zero, though, in my opinion. It's not as good as Sparking Zero. I honestly think Sparking Zero is potentially the greatest, maybe even the greatest anime game of all time. Yeah. Not only the greatest Dragon Ball game of all time, but probably the greatest anime game of all time, in my opinion. And I'm not even joking. I'm literally at that point to where this game may potentially be the greatest, not only the greatest Dragon Ball game, but possibly even the greatest anime game of all time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. Only time will tell. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you guys think about my opinion. Do you guys feel the same way? Do you guys think I'm wrong? Obviously, don't be an a-hole about it. But hey, we can have a friendly debate. Go in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. Are you excited? Are you not excited like me? Or you kind of like in between? Like what are your thoughts on Xenoverse 3? You know what I'm saying? And also, what are your thoughts on Sparking Zero? What are your thoughts on the new DLC coming out? Are you excited? Are you not excited? I like to have a conversation with y'all, as long as y'all ain't being d-bags. But anyways, guys, stay. See, I forgot my outro. How does it go? Okay, so I think this is how we stay blessed, stay healthy, and remember, God made you special, and He loves you very much. Peace.